got wheels and an engine, we're gonna check it out. Welcome to Island Driver TV. We'll learn an affordable way to get into racing out at Waianae Dirt Drags. We'll find out how one guy supports his classic car hobby by selling popsicles out of a classic French bus. Then Ed Kemper heads out to Cars and Coffees at Ala Moana Shopping Center. Find out what he found there.
If you love cars, if you're looking to buy one, or if you need an automotive tip, keep watching, because Island Driver TV starts now. Get behind the wheel of the latest cars with Ed Kemper. Take a look at locals and their sweet rides. Learn what it's like to drive some of Hawaii's most unusual vehicles, plus a whole lot more. Island Driver TV.
On the island.
This is our fourth test shootout, Waianae Shootout, number 4. We did 3 races already, the 4th one. So far, we're looking good for the future. We got 2 more races coming up, October and December. We got about 20-something cars out here today, 8 different classes. Very hot out here today. So hopefully everybody stay hydrated, have a good time.
This is my car. It's a center-seater Jeep. It's named ADHD because I have ADHD. It's a small block 427. I got a power glide transmission, Mark Perry rear end. It's just a bunch of fun. I used to drive a Toyota called Hammer Time, and we graduated to a better car. Something that I wanted to buy 5 years ago, but I never got an opportunity to, so now I had the opportunity and I jumped on it. The difference with the four-wheel drive was you didn't really have to steer as much. With the two-wheel drive, you gotta kind of steer way more. It's more of a driver's car, but either way, it's fun and you're not at home cleaning yard. My first run, we came out of the hole, the car shot to the left, got out of the throttle, tried to shoot out again, and it still continued left, so we gotta do some tire pressure changes and see what we can do from there.
This is a basic small block Chevrolet, but we're using all Brodix parts from the manifold all the way down to the block. This package is a pretty economical package, even the rotating assembly, crank, pistons, rods, everything's readily available off the shelf. So in case you ever hurt something, it's easy to just go out and buy it and replace it. You don't have to try and custom match anything. The cam is like a baseline cam. I've been helping him get his engine program going. To get into something like this, you'd probably be 7, from the carburetor to the pan. If you want to get cheaper, you can probably do it for like 4,000, 3,000. You want to get into it, you can spend 65,000 if you wanted to, but on a track like this, it's kind of a little bit on the short side. So, and besides, I don't think any of us have 65 grand.
Yeah, I did one run today and it's kind of dry. So we hopefully we get more traction. It's a little on the older side. So we're just hoping it just gets by for the day. We've been coming from when they first started, from the very start, and just doing some test runs. And then just about maybe 4 or 5 races ago, they started racing.
The engine of this car is a small block Chevy 350. Nothing special, just got iron heads, dart iron heads, solid cam, stock bottom half. I believe the horsepower is around 425 without the nitrous. This car probably weighs maybe 1,800 pounds. Just hoping the motor stays together. It's a 20-year-old motor. Yeah, we'd like to thank Restaurant 604 for sponsors and 660 Apparel in Waianae.
So Bobby just made a pass. At least it went straight this time, so I guess now we can kind of tune it for the track conditions now. I might do a fuel change, but it's one of those things where it's either going to get better or it's going to get worse. So it's like, do you want to change it? Do you not want to change it? We'll see.
We're going to be running the next 2 races, same track, and then we're going to be cutting out the center mound. We're going to be putting in a 4-feet mud pit. We're going to do mud pit racing along with the side-by-side racing in the future. January, we're going to start off the season with points racing. So we're going to be running events throughout the year, throughout the season, and tallying up points for attendance, racing, placing, and stuff like that. So we got a whole bunch of different events coming out.
So I'm racing a stock Jeep, a 6-cylinder, first time racing, having some fun. At first it was a little slippery and slicky, but it's getting better. It's pretty good run. Well, family was into it and just got into it. The Jeep was just sitting in the yard, so I figured I'd put it on the track. So yeah, I like driving. I like the speed, the adrenaline. I work at the high school, so it's kind of a mellow drive every day, so it's nice to come out and just put the pedal to the metal.
Living in Hawaii, you need the best, and WeatherTech floor mats from Okole are the perfect choice. When those unfortunate accidents happen and your plate lunch goes to the floor, WeatherTech mats will be there to protect, and they're easy to clean. Deep channels trap water, dirt, mud, and sand, and they're available for hundreds of makes and models, so no matter what you drive, you'll find a perfect fit. WeatherTech floor mats. Find them at Okole on Dillingham, just ever of Kalihi Street.
Can I help you?
Do you have a replacement for this oxygen sensor?
Oh, yeah. Watch this. Hey, Rick, what do you think?
Zirconium dioxide, 5-wire. Yeah, we got that. That's part number 24302.
What aisle?
Third.
Shelf?
Second. From the bottom.
That's like a superpower, like a strange and specific superpower.
I heard that.
Let me get that for you.
Thank you, Rick.
You're welcome.
Quality parts.
Helpful people.
That's Napa know-how.
We're here at the Wild Wild West Shootout number 4. We got the 6-cylinder stock, the 8-cylinder stock, 8-cylinder modified, and unlimited class. The track is 200 feet long and 250 feet to stop. Today's a real hot day and we need to wet it a lot.
This wasn't my dream, but it was something in passion that we did before, yeah? And with Milton and Derek, with the property, trying to get someplace for these guys to come out and play, you know, and do their thing, release the stress, and then come out and have a good time. So we did this from the stadium time. My stepdad and I put together the monster truck shows. We were the first to bring monster truck racing to Hawaii, and it's always in our blood. So that's what, you know, I get off everybody having a good time. You know, I like to race myself. I got a couple races coming up, cars of my own. My crew always bugging me to bring out something. Dad, you got all these toys at home. So I'm gonna be bringing out a modified Jeep, 2 modified buggies, 2 stock Jeeps in the future for the next season. So they're gonna be out here competing too. Anybody want to race us or 808 off-road racing, have at it. But we like to invite everybody to come out, have a good time. If they're interested, they can come up and pick up some rules from me, and I can set them up in whatever classes they want to race, participate in. All in the fun. Don't need to spend a lot of money. We got all different classes. Anybody want to contact me, 808-620-4666. You can contact me any time of the day, night, and just tell me you're interested and you need to hook up and pick up some information.
I'm out here today at the Waianae Sand Drags. Come on over, it's a lot of fun. Bring your drinks, bring your umbrella. As you can see, it gets pretty hot. But I'm out here cheering for my brother-in-law, Keone Woods, with alcohol abuse. He's in the unlimited class. They have quite a few of them out here. They go pretty fast. We have a lot of fun. We'd love to see you guys come and join us. Aloha.
Finish line system had a malfunction, and I think it got wet and had a problem. So now we're using Flagman. Old school. Nothing stops us.
That was a beautiful, that's what you call a good straight run. Way to go, Keone Woods.
Yeah, our lights broke down, so they asked me to flag it and just whoever crosses the finish line first, wave the checkered flag. That's it. Oh, I don't want to make a wrong call. People are going to be pissed.
Shit. That was close. That was close.
These guys are racing for money. 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, and 8-cylinder stock class. Entry fee is $25. Their money goes into a pot, and winner takes all. For the V8 modifieds, it's $50, and for the unlimited, it's $100. When they're racing for money, I think they're going all out.
That was heartbreaking, but yeah!
People come from all over this island: Waimanalo, Kalu, Pebble Beach, Waianae. They come and they're hardcore. We try to make it family-oriented. We try to keep it family-oriented. Do something for everyone. Shave ice, there's food truck, live music. If you want to find out more info about our races, follow us on 808 Off-Road Racing, Instagram.
I've had this truck for about 13 years, 12 or 13 years, and I literally use this thing for everything. I put surfboards back here, I put plants, dogs are coming back here all the time. It's just been the best thing for me, and I will never sell it. Having the lava liner on my truck makes me feel really comfortable just throwing things in here. I would throw rocks in here right now. Now that I have new lava lining, I think I'm gonna get at least another 10 years out of it.
Anybody tell me where this lava lining comes from?
Can I help you?
Do you have a replacement for this oxygen sensor?
Oh, yeah. Watch this. Hey, Rick, what do you think?
Zirconium dioxide, 5-wire. Yeah, we got that. That's part number 24302.
What aisle?
Third.
Shelf?
Second. From the bottom.
That's like a superpower, like a strange and specific superpower.
I heard that.
Let me get that for you. Thank you, Rick.
You're welcome.
Quality parts?
Helpful people.
That's Napa know-how.
You work hard all day long. And when it's time to play, you play just as hard. And through it all, your Okole seat covers are working hard too, taking the punishment you give them and defying the effects of dirt, sand, and water. Okole can handle everything your lifestyle demands. And when it's time to relax, you know you've made a smart investment. No matter what your lifestyle, Okole has you covered. This segment sponsored by Napa Auto Parts Hawaii with 38 store locations statewide.
Hi, I'm Steve, and this is my sweet ride. This is my 1964 Citroen HY van. Let me show you what I do with it. A little underpowered at 45 horsepower and 3,800 pounds, but loaded down with pops, it weighs a little bit more. Me and my two sisters are out and about 3 or 4 times a week selling popsicles. One of my favorite things is these suicide doors. They work on rubber hinges. Under the hood, which is inside the car, is the 1.9 liter inline 4, mated to a 3-speed manual transmission. All right, to get through the day for power, we've got our Yeti Goal Zero generator for powering monitors, lights, our photo booth equipment. My passion is classic and antique vehicles, so this funds my hobby. My sister Katie, she's the pop chef. She comes up with all the great recipes, and my sister Megan takes care of all the operations. We're keeping people and dogs happy with our pops, while I'm able to fund my classic car fix. We got about 3,000 more pops to sell before we are able to purchase our second pop box, which is going to be a 1957 Willys Jeep forward control pickup truck. Because the Citroen was never made for export to the United States, we had to jump through some hoops and get it registered as a hot rod. And speaking of that, sitting on top of this engine, it gets pretty hot in here. So we have the 260 air conditioning, 2 vents, and when you can get up to 60 miles an hour, it keeps you kind of cool. When you open these vents, you gotta drop the shades. It gets a little dusty in here. It's the price you gotta pay to be cool. Yeah, these vans were made from 1947 until 1981. Body style never changed, but they were used throughout Europe for deliveries. They were police paddy wagons, ambulances. They were even used to carry horses. So pretty versatile vehicle. Finding parts for this is a very difficult task. Can't go get anything at O'Reilly or Napa besides oil, transmission fluid, and things like that. So everything's got to come from Europe. Perfect example would be these mirrors. Looking for some original equipment ones, but having a little bit of difficulty at the moment. Handling's not as bad as you would think. It feels pretty good around 35, 40 miles an hour. After that, it doesn't really have much to give. We're in 3rd gear. Wish I had a 4th gear. We're sitting right above the front wheels on this. The turning radius is surprisingly good. I've got a Jeep Wrangler also, and this thing, it's about 12.5 feet long. You can surprisingly do U-turns in really tight places. With the metric system set up for the speedometer, did a little conversion to miles per hour. So we've got it 15 kilometers per hour. It's about 10 miles an hour, all the way up to 100 kilometers an hour, which is about 60 miles per hour. Rarely do we get up to 60 miles an hour unless it's downhill with the wind at your back. It's always pedal to the metal pretty much everywhere you go. We got a 10-gallon gas tank, and supposedly about 20 miles to the gallon. I found that we get a little bit less than that, loaded down with the cold plate freezers and the popsicles. It runs a little rich here and there, constantly adjusting the carburetor to get your optimum performance. I hope you enjoyed my sweet ride and keep your eyes peeled for Pop Box number 2.
You work hard all day long. And when it's time to play, you play just as hard. And through it all, your Okole seat covers are working hard too, taking the punishment you give them and defying the effects of dirt, sand, and water. Okole can handle everything your lifestyle demands, and when it's time to relax, you know you've made a smart investment. No matter what your lifestyle, Okole has you covered.
It's only a matter of time until this happens to your car. You can either go to a body shop or go to Mirage Paintless Dent Repair. Mirage specializes in the craft of paintless dent repair. It's the art of removing minor dings and dents without the use of fillers or repainting.
At Land Rover Honolulu, we only use Mirage Dent Repair because he makes them disappear.
Paintless Dent Repair is 1/3 of the cost of traditional body shops. We offer a mobile service to your home or office. Most repairs are finished within 16 minutes. The original paint stays intact and there's a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
If you have a dent, call my dad, 368-5584.
Aloha, we're here at Cars and Coffee at the Ala Moana Shopping Center, which always has a great turnout with a very diverse set of cars, and we're going to check her out. So various groups of cars come in together here for Cars and Coffee, and we're going to talk to Andrew about the Cobra Group. First, he's going to tell us a little bit about his.
Mine is a 1965 Superformance and is licensed by Carroll Shelby. Got it about 4 years ago.
What kind of engine we have?
We have a Roush crate motor. It's a stroke 351 Windsor, bore out to 427 cubic inch.
It's got to match that 427 on the side of the car, right?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
So how frequently do you drive it?
I drive it a couple of times a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good. So how big is the group that comes together in this event?
Normally we have about half a dozen, and then the most maybe 10 cars.
Oh, well, that's good that you even have 10.
Yeah, that's a whole bunch of guys out here.
Okay, thanks. So here's a car club of one, and Ryan's going to tell us not only about the car, but when he bought it.
Yeah, so this is my 1992 Firebird. Just picked it up on Wednesday. Found it online and had to grab it. Had to go see it as soon as we could, and the kids love it. I promised them a convertible a little while ago. Finally found one with back seats, so that's good.
So what kind of engine? V8, I presume?
Yeah, it says the 5.0 liter, and it's pretty much all stock, but we like to keep it clean, keep it like that. Not really a race car or anything yet.
Well, it's certainly a beautiful car. And I love it's got a little wing in there in the back and nice looking tires.
Yeah, we like to keep the top down, and the tires are pretty much brand new from Costco, but they won't be new for long. The back ones.
Did it come with 2 kids in the back seat?
Nope, I had to make those.
Okay, that's good, thanks. So in this particular car that Norm has is all about lights. He's going to tell us about the car and the lights.
Okay, the 2019 Dodge Challenger. It has some upgrades. It has a 40,000 volt coil pack, headers, bypass exhaust, and the lighting trim has off the interior, the underbody. The headlights are the halos, and the interior is customized by diamondmat.com.
So I noticed there was a little number gauge right here as you open the hood. What's that about?
That tells me how much voltage I'm running for my LEDs.
So if it goes way down, you turn them off?
No, because I got a yellow top battery.
Oh, I see.
You kind of monitor what goes on.
So do you put these on when you're driving around?
No, only the.
Ah, yes. Okay, thanks. So these 2 Mustangs caught my attention, and I asked Ross here, I said, well, and he was working on this newer one behind me. I said, who owns this other one? Ross, he owns them both. And he's going to tell us a little bit about each one.
Okay. So this one, the older one is my first car. It's a 1988 Mustang GT. It's got a stock 302, stock cam, stock heads, supercharged. Runs a little bit over 400 horsepower. It was an automatic when I got it, and now it's a 5-speed.
Okay, and tell us about the newer one behind you.
This one, the newer one is a 2017 GT350R. It's all stock. It's got 526 horsepower.
What does the R stand for?
The R is supposed to be for a race model. With these cars, you can get the GT350, and they come with various options.
Well, stripped down to the basics, but fast.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks. So I was noticing as the cars come in, we have the Cobras that sound like World War II fighters coming in, and then we have these silent vehicles, and Trish is going to tell us what they are.
Hi, I'm Trish. These are our Teslas, all electric vehicles. We do appreciate a good combustion engine, though.
How many models are there currently?
So currently we have 4 models, ranging from 38,000 up to 245,000.
Oh, 245,000. That's the fast, big one.
Roadster.
Oh, that's right. So the Model 3 is doing quite well.
Yes, it is. It's doing very well. It's our most affordable model. We sell quite a few.
Okay, and how many outlets are there in Hawaii?
For charging stations, we have around 156 public destination chargers.
How many Tesla dealers are there?
I would say maybe 2.
Okay. So another great Cars and Coffee here at Ala Moana. And of course they move around to different locations, but next show I will have a cup of coffee.
I've had this truck for about 13 years, 12 or 13 years, and I literally use this thing for everything. I put surfboards back here, I put plants, dogs are coming back here all the time. It's just been the best thing for me, and I will never sell it. Having the lava liner on my truck makes me feel really comfortable just throwing things in here. I would throw rocks in here right now. Now that I have new lava lining, I think I'm gonna get at least another 10 years out of it.
Anybody tell me where this lava lining comes from?